A client recently asked me, how long does it take to go from marriage all the way down the road to US citizenship? And that's what we're going to be discussing in this video. I'll be answering some questions such as, what are the common processing times for each step along the way? And what is causing some of the more recent USCIS delays? If you're new to my channel, I'm Puyan Darian, an immigration lawyer, and I make weekly videos based on your comments and suggestions. All right, so let's say you want to get married to a US citizen and you're wondering how long each step of the process will take. This video is going to be a very general overview, and by the time you watch it, or if you don't watch it around the time I post this video, the processing times might be substantially different. So take everything you hear with a grain of salt, especially if you're not watching this video around the time I post it. So let's say you get married in February of 2023, and you immediately apply for your adjustment of status through your US citizen spouse's family petition. So you're gonna be filing the whole package: family petition, green card application, work permit, advance parole, affidavit of support, all the forms in one step. How long will it take? So this depends based on each city, but let's approximate and say currently in New York right now, it'll take around 1 year from start to finish. I recently had a couple cases come to fruition where the spouses ended up getting their green cards, and it actually took less than a year for a bunch of them. But I know processing times are increasing. So for this example, we're gonna say that to go from married to a conditional permanent resident is gonna take 1 year. Now from there, 2 years later, you need to apply for I-751, your petition to remove the conditions on your residency. So now we're at year 3. Marriage, 1 year passed, and now 2 years later, you're applying to remove your conditions, so 3 years total. When you apply to remove the conditions, currently you're gonna receive a letter that says your green card is automatically extended for 24 months while we work on this petition. So let's say it takes the full 24 months, which is not uncommon right now. And then at the end of those 24 months, you wait until your conditions have been fully removed before you apply for citizenship. At that point, when you apply for citizenship, you can expect the process to take about 1 year longer. For most people, from start to finish, from the day you file your N-400 application until the day you're sworn in as a citizen. Currently, it's a little bit shorter than that time in New York, but it varies drastically from city to city. And I see examples of cases that easily take 1 year. So if we add all of this up based on these hypotheticals I gave, you're probably looking at around 5 to 6 years from start to finish in a best case scenario. Now, I've seen situations where the petition to remove conditions has taken way longer, and the 24-month extension hasn't even been enough time. I've also seen situations recently, and to my dismay, a lot of the people who I've spoken with are experiencing this. If you filed your paperwork or even a work permit application in 2021 or early 2022, you are experiencing extraordinary delays. And the reason behind this is, in addition to USCIS kind of being mismanaged, is that they began prioritizing new applications around the middle of 2022. And the way they do that is they just kind of ignored all the previous ones, and they're prioritizing all the new ones to increase processing times for optics. And they're gonna eventually finish processing the old ones. My understanding is that some unit of USCIS that's extremely backlogged is slowly trickling through those old applications while the new applications have priority. I've even seen situations lately where someone files an asylum application and they don't even get a receipt in the mail for 6 months acknowledging that USCIS has received it. And for asylees or asylum seekers, that's a really scary situation because if you can't prove that you filed your application within 1 year of entering the US, you might never be eligible for asylum and never be able to get protection or get on a pathway to permanent residence. I know that if you have a current case pending, you're saying to yourself, well, my case is taking way longer than the examples you gave. And I'm really sorry that you're going through that. You may be looking at the USCIS Case Processing Times website and noticing that USCIS just keeps increasing the processing times for certain applications. And that's a very unfortunate way for them to handle everything and try to meet their projections and to get cases done within their estimated processing times. So if you're in that category, I'm sorry you're going through that. If you need any assistance with any type of immigration matter, or you're considering applying for adjustment of status, this is something that I handle day in and day out. So feel free to schedule a consultation by calling, texting, or even booking it directly through my website. If you're new to my channel, be sure to like this video and subscribe for weekly videos on immigration topics that I create based on your suggestions. And I'll see you guys next week.